All right, welcome back. Today we are going to dive into Amazon attribution links. And if you haven't heard of them yet, it's fairly new to KDP and to the Amazon advertising dashboard, where authors can create tracking links that allow them to track the activity on their sales links outside of Amazon. So essentially, you're going to create a link with a tracking code on your Amazon sales link that will take you to your Amazon sales page. And what we're doing with that is you can then put it in your newsletter to track who is actually clicking on your sales pages in your newsletter, who's buying, who's reading on Kindle Unlimited. You can use these tracking links on some of your advertising, for example, with Facebook ads, or you can use it on your website. And with these links, it's not perfect, but we're getting so much more information on what's happening when we advertise. We're getting information on clicks, on sales, and that allows us to really make our ads outside of Amazon more effective. So let's take a look. If you are an author on Amazon, you have access to this either through the KDP dashboard, where you can set up your advertising because you're an author on KDP. Or if you are a traditionally published author or a hybrid published author and you did not put your books directly up on KDP, you have access to the advertising dashboard through your Author Central account. So any author with a book up for sale on Amazon has access to this. We want to start by going to advertising.amazon.com, which is this page here. You will sign in. Your sign-in information is going to be the same as your Amazon Author Central, your KDP login. You're going to choose which country you're advertising in. I'm using United States, and hit sign in. Once you log in, you'll come to this page where we would traditionally start an Amazon ad, a sponsored product ad, a brand, or a lock screen ad. But what we're going to do today is we're going to go over here to measurement and reporting on the left-hand side. Click on that and click on the words Amazon attribution. And this is the dashboard that we want to see in order to set our Amazon attribution campaign. To do that, we're simply going to click Create Campaign. And you can either upload a file to create in bulk, but we're going to create manually. I think it's a little bit easier to have control, especially when you're getting started or if you have a low volume of books. So we're going to create manually. And then we have to create the campaign name. I personally like to create a name that makes sense for me internally. So this will be Lady Margaret social media, because every link I'm creating within this will be for the Lady Margaret series that I'm working on, and we'll be using it on social media. I don't need an external ID, although you can certainly add one. Then what I'll be doing is I'll be adding every book in this series. Now you can do this for a single book. I like to add the entire series because it will allow me to see if people are reading beyond the first book, or if I have multiple standalones, it will let me see if maybe they're clicking on an ad for book one, but they're going on and buying a different book. So I am going to include all of my active books here in the series, both the ebooks and the print books. Remember, this is not what you're advertising. This is what you're tracking. So I want to track as much as possible. We will be able to see a breakdown of this later as far as which books are actually being bought. So a lot of access to reporting there. I'm just going to add all of these books in here. All right, so I've got the entire trilogy in there. It's trilogy plus a prequel, and I've got it in here with ebook and paperback. Then we have to add our ad group. So the campaign is overall the big campaign, but our ad group name is more specific. So here I would say specifically what I mean to use this link for. So for me, that would be Lady Margaret. You guys know me and my typing. Whoops. Margaret's Escape. And then I'm going to do Facebook ad. So I'm going to just kind of do a blanket ad, but I could break this up. I could say Lady Margaret's Escape Facebook ad option 1. And then I could have an option 2. So I could be using different links if I was A/B testing ads. It's really up to you. You can create as many of these tracking links as you want, or you can create one for all of your ads, depending on how many ads you plan to have and how detailed you want to get. I'm going to go simple for today though. So this is for Escape. That's the name of the book. And then I'm doing it for the Facebook ad. For the publisher, I'm going to choose Facebook. If it's not on here, so you can search and you can see Facebook came up. If it's not on here, you can simply hit new and it'll allow you to type in your own name. So if you were typing, for example, a Mailer Lite or MailChimp, something like that, you could add it in there. But again, we have Facebook. All right, it's a social channel, which is just a grouping for later when you're going to sort through information. That's also what the publisher is for. This is internal information that you'll use to be able to sort data later and access it easier. The click-through URL is the URL you want to get to, or you want your reader or the person clicking on your ad to get to when they click on your ad in your tracking link. So in this case, we're doing Lady Margaret's Escape. I want you to notice I've got a short link. It's a clean link. So if you've ever gone and you've searched for a book, you might come up with something like this. Let's see, Lady Margaret's. Look, I've got to type it twice, but luckily it popped up for me. So you can see that I searched here and I can find the book here. Now, I want you to note that the URL here is super long. It's super, super long, and we don't want that. We want a clean link. So everything here, if we look at our tracking link or our link here, everything starting with the letters REF, that is all tracking information based on the search I just performed. So this is all extras, and I can get rid of that. And this will bring me to the same spot. This is a clean link, and this is what you want to use because we don't want a bunch of extra data on our tracking link. We want it as clean as possible. So I'm going to take this tracking link, I'm going to copy it, and then for my attribution link, for my click-through URL, so this is where I want people to end up when I use this tracking link, I'm going to put it right in here. And there we have it. Now, it doesn't matter. Again, it's going to track both ebook and paperback, so I don't necessarily need one for each. And then I'm going to add another group. Now, this one could be, for example, Lady Margaret Escape Facebook Organic. So this could be when I'm just organically posting on Facebook. I'm again going to do Facebook as the publisher, social, it's the same link, so I don't need to change it. I could then add another group. Now, if I was doing this for just this book, I could then do Lady Margaret's Escape, MailChimp. Let's say I want it for my newsletter. Then here, I could search MailChimp. It's not here. What I could do is search and see if it's got email. It's not here. So then I would create new. And then in the publisher name, I would put in MailChimp, newsletter, whatever worked for me. Again, this is internal information that helps you decide. It helps you organize the data later. And we'll cover that in our next video. Here on the channel, this is email. So some people will include their newsletter under social, some under email. Again, it's more for you personally, so do what works best for you. So I could do email, and again, I'd have the same exact link. It wouldn't change. I could do the same thing. If I was going for it, I could do Lady Margaret's Escape. And this one could be website. I just want it so when I link to anything on my website, I want to know how many people are buying. So again, website's not on here. That's all right. So I'm going to go to publisher, new, my website. And then for channel, I'm going to do display, let's say. And again, the same exact link. We're not changing it up too much. So you can see where you can create multiple links for the same book Or because I had specifically gone for the series on this one, I could also just say, nah, you know what? I really don't want to have my website and my email links on here. I just really want to focus on my social media or my Facebook links. So in that case, I could easily delete and just get rid of this. And it comes off. You'll see now I only have Facebook on here. So I'm only creating links for social media or for Facebook. And I can, in this one thing, because I've set it up to track all of the links, I can set up links that would work for each book in the series. So Escape is the first book, but I could easily come here and go to the trilogy here. And I could create a link for Lady Margaret's Challenge. Once again, I want to get rid of all this REF business and keep a clean link. So here I can go right here, and this is Lady Margaret's Challenge. So I'd go back over here, add a new ad group. I'm going to name it so it's easy to find later. Lady Margaret's Challenge. Publisher is going to be Facebook. Whoops, and see I didn't add Facebook ad, so I should add that in there. This will make your life so much easier later if you make sure that you name things well in a way that makes sense for you. And then I'm going to put the end link here because this is for challenge. I could do the same thing where I created a Facebook organic link if I wanted to. I can do it for the third book in the series here. So there's third book in the series. There's a prequel I can do as well. And I could do the entire series page. So this series page, again, everything from REF we want to get rid of. That's my clean link. And I can do a series link for running ads and tracking as well, which will track people that go to the series page. So I could do Lady Margaret's series page Facebook. Let's just say Facebook ad. And my publisher is going to be Facebook. There we go. I'm going to put the link that went to my series page, and I'm going to add in. Now let's say I'm done. I've done all the links that I need for now. All I'm going to do is come up to this blue create button and push it. And this is going to create our series page. It'll take a minute, and then you will see right here, it has created all of our attribution tags. You can download your tags in a CSV file for your records, which I highly recommend, but they're also listed right here. And you can see that each one is labeled under the campaign, Lady Margaret's social media. So if I had a different series, if I had Lady Jane's social media, it would show up as a different campaign later when we're looking at the data. And then the ad group is specifically where I hope to use that link, and the publisher, and then the channel. Now, the click-through URL is the short, clean link that we provided. However, the attribution tag is this longer link, and you will notice that it's got a lot of information in it. That's your tracking information, so you need that on there. But for example, this was the series page link. So if we use this attribution link, even though it's super long, it's going to take us just to the series page, just like this. So if we run an ad with this attribution link, it's going to take us to this page, but it's going to track user behavior. Do they click on the link? Do they purchase something once they do that? Remember that we set it to track sales of ebook and paperback for the entire series. And the same works for all of these other ones. So Lady Margaret's Challenge, this link here would go directly to that series page or to that book page. So it's tracking everything there, which is fantastic. We want to go to our measurement and reporting, go to Amazon Attribution, and we want to go to our campaign here. Once here, we're at our ad group. So we can add a new ad group right here under this campaign. And it would see, you can see campaign selection, Lady Margaret's social media. I can easily add in a new ad group. So I can go, oh my gosh, I forgot to add the third book in the series. I forgot to add Lady Margaret's Future. I'm going to go grab my clean link here, just like before. And by going here, I can do Lady Margaret's Future Facebook ad. Same things I was just doing. Facebook. It's going to automatically set there. My click-through URL. I'm going to put it in there. And then I could keep on adding, or I could do create group. And that's going to create that new attribution tag. So this way we can go from here and we can add new things. The other thing I want to show you is we can edit our ad groups. So we can go here, and if we decide, oh, I have a new book in the series, I need to add it, or I need to take one out, or I need to add one I forgot, you can do the edit button and come right here and do that. You've got a lot of access. So then we're going to save it. Whoop. Once we do this, we again can see all of our attribution tags. So we can go directly to attribution tags, and we can see all of them that are in this grouping. And then we can use these attribution tags for an ad. So for example, if I'm running a Facebook ad that directs to a web page and I want it to go to my series page, all I have to do is use this tag. When doing that, we run an ad. We get the Facebook information for clicks and all of that good information, the stats from Facebook. But after running the ad, we will also be able to come to the Amazon attribution dashboard, and we will be able to see information here. Your click through. DPV is just deep page views. That means someone who loaded the full page will be able to see purchases. If someone's reading on Kindle Unlimited, that's the KEMP, estimated royalties. So we've now got our attribution tags. We've created those for this specific series. Now I just have to go out, set up some ads using those tags to gather information. Once we do that, I'm going to come back for a part 2 and show you how to read the ad data to make your ads perform better, and also to give you a better idea of if your ads, when marketing off of Amazon, if they're actually affecting your Amazon sales. So make sure you subscribe, follow, and check on for the next video where we cover that.